San Francisco Giants manager Gabe Kapler told reporters he didn't plan on coming onto the field for the national anthem after 19 children and 2 teachers were killed in a mass shooting at a Uvalde, Texas elementary school. Kapler explains, "Every time I place my hand over my heart and remove my hat, I'm participating in a self-congratulatory glorification of the only country where these mass shootings take place. On Wednesday, I walked onto the field. I listened to the announcement as we honored the victims in Uvalde. I bowed my head. I stood for the national anthem. Metallica riffed on City Connect guitars." Later, Kapler wrote about his disillusionment with what he called the lack of delivery of the promise of what the national anthem represents. "I am not okay with the state of this country. I wish I hadn't let my discomfort compromise my integrity. I wish that I could have demonstrated what I learned from my dad, that when you are dissatisfied with your country, you let it be known through protests. The home of the brave should encourage this." It's not the first time Kapler has made a statement with his actions. In 2020, Kapler and several Giants players kneeled during the national anthem to protest racial injustice. Let's listen in.
I don't plan on coming out for the anthem going forward until I feel like I feel better about the direction of our country. So that'll be the step. I don't expect it to move the needle necessarily. It's just something that I feel strongly enough about to take that step. I think the rest of what I wrote, I think, explains the rest of that. Yeah. I was having a hard time articulating my thoughts the day of the shooting and the day we went out there on the line. And sometimes for me, it takes me a couple of days to put everything together. I knew that I was not in my best space mentally, and I knew that it was in connection with some of the hypocrisy of standing for the national anthem and how it coincided with the moment of silence and how those two things didn't sync up well for me. But I wasn't quite sure. I couldn't make sense of it in real time, and it took me a couple of days to pull all my thoughts together and to be able to articulate them clearly. Sometimes that happens for me. That's why I don't necessarily always talk on the spot. I want some time to think it through.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe.